watching this video of the G-Tech, make sure that you subscribe to G-Tech and turn the bell notification icon to all to get all the regular notifications.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So the car which I've got for you today is the Ford Endeavour, the last generation model. Basically it is an 2016 model, and in 2016 itself we got the facelifted model of the we got the next generation of the Ford Endeavour, which was the third generation. The car which I'm reviewing today is the second generation facelifted car which was being launched in 2014. Again, talking about the overall design language and talking about the overall styling of the Ford Endeavour, it is a damn good car. It looks really masculine, bold, and looks so SUV-ish seen from any angle of the car. Talking about the front, you get this beautiful Ford grille where you get certain kind of chrome treatment done, and you get the Ford's branding done over here. You get normal halogen bulbs with this car. Actually this is an 2016 models, yet the headlights have gone yellowish. It is quite usual. You don't get any kind of projector or any kind of LED or DRLs offered with the last generation Ford Endeavour. And here you get the fog lights as well, and this is the bumper of the car, which is so the front end of the Ford Endeavour seems really raised, and that is one of the significant reason that why it looks so SUV-ish from any angle seen. Talking about the side profile of the car, you get body cladding, you get these beautiful or enormous 16 inches wheels, and here you get the chrome ORVMs along with the turn indicators. You get electrically adjustable and foldable ORVMs, and here you get the branding of Endeavour done in certain kind of chrome treatment, and you also get some honeycomb essence given here. These are some small stances which really help in improving the overall feel of the car from outside. So again, the car looks really long as such. You get inside footstep there to get inside the car, as the car is really high and long as well. The length of Ford Endeavour is approximately 5 meters. Talking about the rear profile of the car, from rear as well the car looks really great, and is little bit of, you know, a little bit of simplicity is maintained in the rear profile of the car. You get a wheel, you get the spare wheel placed over here along with this cover, where you can see certain graphics of mountain. So basically in the international market, Ford Endeavour is also known by the name of Ford Everest, so that graphics is there because of that reason. You get reflectors over there, as you can see Ford's branding done on the boot door, on the boot, on the boot door of this car, and this number plate area. You also get reflector on this side, and these are the beautiful tail lamps which really look good on this car and are the main things of the Ford Endeavour. So this is the tailgate of the Ford Endeavour. There is a lever which will pull and the boot door will open there. So you get, and this opens in 90-degree angle. That's great. You get a door pocket here, like some mash type of door pocket. You get a handle there, and this is to unlock the tailgate, and this is to lock and unlock the boot tailgate of the car. And these are the seats which really can be folded. So basically this is the third row seat which can be folded. Actually there's a lever here which I'll pull down, and then if I'll pull down the lever and then I'll push the seat, and that time it will be folded, and then the boot space of the car will be increased by a huge margin. So you get a footstep over here as well to get inside. So again, the overall SUV feel of the Ford Endeavour is there maintained throughout the exteriors. The car look really marvelous and tremendous seen from any angle in the exteriors, and the car is really tough builded as well. Ford Endeavour is offered from the American car manufacturer Ford, so it really has that all tough essences as well as that tough builded feel with it. So now let's have a look at the interiors of the Ford Endeavour last generation model. So this is the rear door of the Ford Endeavour. You get this leatherette finish done on the door pad and some kind of matte treatment done on the door pad as well as on the dashboard, which really looks dope on the car. And here you have got this greyish finish done on the window gears, and this is this the port where from where you can close the car, and you get door pockets where you can easily keep a 1 liter bottle, as practically 1 liter bottle is kept, and there's small space here as well. Get chrome garnish done on the lock and unlock lever, and the inside door handle is kind of simple and plain. Again, this is a 2016 car, the last generation of the Endeavour, so that is quite goingable. And as you can see that seat is pushed all the way back, then also we are getting a decent amount of legroom. And again, the legroom is great on offer. There's no problem in terms of the headroom. You get rear AC vents as well, and that is the control for the rear AC vents, and you also get lighting there. And that is the door handle that is the grab handle to hold on, but there's no hook on offer. And this is the rear seat. It offers you great support. As you can see that there's good amount of underth has support on offer, and the support for a low back is also great enough. And the car is also quite wide, so 3 people can really sit on the rear seat of the car. You also get 2 adjustable headrest, but unfortunately there's no center armrest or center headrest on offer. But in order to get into the third row, you can get in, you get just have to pull this lever, and there it folds all the way, and there you can see the third row seats. Actually there's a lot of stuff kept, so pardon me for that. But again, getting in the third row is not an issue, but the comfort is not that great on offer here. I think two the legroom is pretty decent available, but the headroom is maybe a problem over here. But you do get AC vents over there as well in the third row as well, and you also get a bottle holder there. So two adults would be a tight fit in the third row. I would recommend that 2 children sit at the third row. That will be really comfortable for them as well. But you also get a room lamp there. And this is the appearance of the front dashboard or the front cabin of the car. So now let's sit in front and feel how the Endeavour feels while sitting inside the cabin. But again, talking about the overall comfort of the second row seats, they are absolutely great, and that's all. And you also get chrome finish done on all the 4 door handles of the car. So now let's have a look at the front. Major safety features are ABS dual front airbags, 3-point limiter seat belts, engine immobilizer, central locking brake assist, and ESC. The front doors open really wide and large, and there you get the door pockets where again a 1 liter bottle can be kept, and some of your nicks and knacks like your papers and cards can also be kept if you get a lot of invitations for the weddings and you are one who likes to be a part of them. Again, this greyish finish done. There you get an auto up and down driver side power window. This is to lock the windows or either the child lock, and this is a button to open and close the ORVMs, and these all are the adjustments for the ORVMs of the car. Again, you get leatherette finish done on the door pad, and this certain kind of matte finish done over there as well. Again, chrome garnish done on the lock and unlock lever, and the inside door handle is quite basic and simple. And this is the driver side seat of the car. It offers you good support for a low back. Style moldering is also great, and then the support is again as great available here. Talking about the overall setting of the Endeavour, it is really great. It makes you feel so comfortable on the long journeys, so that's absolutely sensational. But this seat cannot be adjusted for the height. It can only be reclined or pushed back or forward, but you do get adjustable seat belts over there, as you can see. So there you can adjust them according to the height. And this is the dashboard of the car. You get an side footstep there, which is really needed, but there's no handle there, so you have to hold this like this, then you have to keep your foot there, and there you enter inside the car. So let me first of all turn on the car and show you the key of the Ford Endeavour. So So that is the key of the Ford Endeavour, the last generation model. You get central locking, but the central locking is not working at the moment. The remote is totally destructed. You get a normal key there. So inserting the key in the keyhole, getting the car in neutral, that is really important. Pressing the clutch, giving self, and there the car turns on with a lot of vibration. So this is the overall overview of the dashboard. The dashboard again looks too rugged, too bold, and too sporty from inside as well. The ruggedness is there in the Endeavour, and that is basically for the SUV feel of the car. Well, that's really needed as well. But in terms of the quality, Ford that time has done a great job to get this great finish done on the dashboard, on the upper part of the dashboard, and there's kind of a sort of a matte finish there, and there is the glove box of the car, and you also get a tray here for your breakfast. Actually, I was just filtering that how to open this, but you get a tray there as well, so you can really keep your breakfast there and have your meal. And that is the glove box, which is really decently sized. You can keep good amount of stuff there as well. It also gets a storage space just right the controls of the AC. You get a cigarette lighter over there and a 12-volt charging socket over here. You get two beverage holders over here, and there's again a storage space. And the armrest can be accessed in two parts for the storage. First part is this, where you can keep your normal stuff, but again the armrest is not adjustable. You also get two cup holders over here as well, and then you have to, and there the whole armrest opens, so there's also a pretty decent kind of storage space there as well. So that's great. In terms of practicality, Ford Endeavour was a great car and is still a great car as well. So there you get the music player. It supports MP3 like CD, and you get the USB and auxiliary ports there. So it also supports USB and aux, and it supports FM and AM. Bluetooth is not on offer there, and you get the audio controls over here placed with the steering wheel. Actually, they are not placed anywhere over here, but they are there. So it says volume mode and volume plus and minus. So in order to increase the volume, you have to push it upwards, and in order to decrease the volume, you have to push it downwards, and in order to change the mode of the car, you have to press the mode button like this. And this is the instrumental cluster of the Ford Endeavour. Again, it looks pretty simple but decent, and it feels quite royal. Actually, it is plain, but still it feels quite royal. You don't get any kind of big MID screen over there, but you get a trip meter and odometer with the speedometer in the center. You get the fuel and temperature. You get the temperature and fuel gauges in the right side, and you get the RPM meter in the left side. In the center, you have got an speedometer along with the odometer and the trip meter, which can be accessed right away from this knob. And this is the steering wheels. Again, the steering wheel is really nice to hold, and you get this laterite finish done over there. You get a certain kind of tray over here as well, and these are the side AC vents along with the greyish finish that is there on the window gates as well as in the dashboard as well. But as I told you, that this is basically a tray. And these are the AC controls. You don't get any kind of climate control system with the car, but the best thing about these AC vents, they can be totally closed like this. And another thing about the last generation Endeavour was that the handbrake is not placed anywhere over here. It is here. So in order to pull off the handbrake, you have to rotate it, and then the handbrake gets pulled off, and in order to turn on the handbrake, there you have to pull this, and there the handbrake is on, there the handbrake starts working. So again, the overall feel and overall comfort of the interiors and of the cabin of the Ford Endeavour is totally great. The quality levels are really more than I accepted. The quality levels are again great. Ford that time had done a great job in terms of the qualities and in terms of the fit and finish levels. In terms of practicality also, this car is so amazing, and the comfort levels are just great. So on the driver side, you get sun visor, where you get a ticket holder and a vanity mirror as well, but there's no light on offer on both the sides. There you get the sun visor with a vanity mirror, but again there's no light. And there you get the room lamps, as I told you, and you get two sunglass holders over here. That's all about the cabin, or all about the interiors of the Ford Endeavour. And there's also a button for the rear AC in order to turn on or off the air conditioning system for the rear passengers. So now let's see what is there inside the hood. Well guys, inside the hood is a 2.5 liter diesel motor, which is an inline 4-cylinder, and the valve configuration is DOHC. It comes with a direct injection system, and this particular turbo motor is known as the Duratorque TDCI. It produces 330 Newton meters of torque and 140 bhp of power. That's great. This car also offered a 2.9 liter motor that was basically with the 5-speed automatic or with the 5-speed manual transmission, and that produced 380 Newton meters of torque and 154 bhp of power. That is not, there's no such big difference between both the engines. This is the 4x2 model. The 4x4 came with the options available with a 3 liter engine and with a 2.5 liter motor. So talking about the overall performance on the road, this is a fun to drive car. The drivability is great. This car is filled with the low end punch, and the mid range is really strong. The top end of the car can also be observed. So talking about the drivability, that is great. It offers you good punch, and the overall performance on the road is damn great. You can also take this car for the off-roading, even being a 4x2, because there's good amount of ground clearance. The tires are again offer you good grip, and the engine is really reliable and is totally performance oriented. So in terms of drivability, Ford Endeavour, the last generation model, was a great car and is totally filled with punch and is a fun to drive vehicle. So first of all, I'll close the hood and then we'll talk further. So talking about the overall length of the Ford Endeavour, it is 5062 mm, which is approximately 5 meters. The width here is of 1788 mm and the height is 1826 mm. Talking about the boot space with the third row folded, it is of 430 liters. Again, the sitting capacity is of 7, and the ground clearance, the massive ground clearance here is of 210 mm. Talking about the wheelbase, you get a wheelbase of 2860, and as I told in the starting that the tire sizing is of 16 inches. So again, the Ford Endeavour, the last generation car, was a superb vehicle in terms of driving, in terms of its overall looks. This car looked so rugged, so SUV-ish, so bold, even I can't tell you in words. This car has a different image in the people, like the old Fortuner or the current Fortuner has. People love this car personally, and this car has a very good recognition, or either a very good road presence. So well guys, this was our today's review of the Ford Endeavour, the last generation model. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video.